Right, this is going to be a little video answering question 1, which mentions how, in what ways does your media product use, develop and challenge real media products? So first things first, I'm a film poster, day by day. The way it challenges, the way it uses, develops and challenges is in very different ways. So first, let's get right off the bat. The codes and conventions of a real magazine is that, first of all, like the basic codes and conventions of a film poster. You have to have the production logo. You have to have the day or like the time frame when it's going to be released, and you also have to have the credits, which is giving the props to people that contribute to the films, like makeup design, director, cinematographer, production team, stuff like that. So as you can see, my logo, first things first, the production logo, it's in the bottom right hand corner where it belongs. Because throughout other like drama/thriller posters, you can see that the production logo is at the bottom of the credits. So after the credits finish, right at the bottom of it, you got the production logo, whether it's like Dolby or Paramount or stuff like that. And then next is the credits. The credits are, without the credits, it's not a film poster, so you need to have them. Therefore, the location of the credits is usually at the bottom of the page because you don't want it to be, the main focus of the film poster. You don't want, the audience to be attracted by the credits, because it's not interesting, is it? In every single film poster, it doesn't matter about the genre, it's just the credits are always at the bottom. It's like 1 in 20 where they don't feature the credits, or it's just a different poster to the original one where it had credits, and the second poster doesn't have credits, that sort of thing. And also the date. The date usually is located in the center or above the credits. So as you can see, it says coming this fall, meaning coming this fall. This film's about to be released during that time, so I don't really specify. It's just to create anticipation and prepare the audience. Fans of the film, they're gonna start getting interested. They're gonna start getting engaged. So the date is a key part in informing your audience, which is why it's part of the basic codes and conventions. The white colour scheme of the whole entire magazine is it's really used just to represent as a unique design that relates to the genre. See, in many another thing that I use is where it says a David Fincher film or director's name, and then it's got something film. So I've used the same style of it, and put it at the bottom below the credits. But I used white so it contrasts with the image, because the image, you can see the lower end is black and it's got dark clothing, so it's easily visible. That's what I'm trying to put. What I develop is, in my opinion, sorry about that, the main title and the image in general. Now, I'll explain the image after the main title, so we'll do this chronologically. So the main title, the film title, it's very unique, because usually on a thriller/drama magazine, or both genres, the film title would be stretched out across the page so it's clearly visible, stuff like that. However, see, the image and the main title link, but I'll explain that in a few minutes. The main title is it's on the upper left hand corner, and it's just going down, so day by day, going lower. You can see that it's not stretched out. The day by day is in white with a drop shadow, so gives it that bold effect, making it pop from the background and from the image at the same time, because it's overlaying the image. So what I mean by that is the Y, you can see it's not behind it, it's in front of it. I follow the colour scheme of white is it's just contrasting with the background. It just makes it more visible, makes it more appealing and eye-catching. Now, going on to the image is a very key part in in attracting the audience, as you can see, like in many thrillers and dramas, many thriller drama film posters. The image is the key element in attracting the audience and making it look unique, and asking questions. However, I developed this by, in a thriller / drama, you have like a variety of different images, or like an image within the image. So, for example, you can see in this Leonardo DiCaprio poster, Shutter Island, it's very eventful. You've got the island, you've got Leonardo DiCaprio's face stretched across. You got like that Shutter Island, that theme, that contrasting, like the red going against the blue, that sort of thing, which is very good because you can clearly see how it develops, as a. And how it develops as a film poster, but also has those conventions, and it completely matches that thriller genre, because you can see like the dark color scheme, like the low key lighting on the image, and like half of the face is lit, and then half of the faces, and you can clearly tell that this is like a horror, maybe like a thriller pushing into the horror, maybe got some aspects of drama in it. Also, the film Hardtight, you can tell that right, due to the colour scheme, I assume that's a drama, but it could have some aspects of a thriller, just because, in my eyes, you can see, like, within the image, you've got the gun, you've got the child, and, put them two together, gun violence, you got the action pack, maybe thrillers, and then you got, like, the child, which is a form of drama, maybe the guy's face, like the big face, like maybe he's like going after his daughter, that sort of stuff. So the image is giving a lot away with what's inside the trailer, which is what I like, and it's giving the plot away. And as you can see, for the Leonardo DiCaprio one, it's giving away like the scenery and where it's set. So Shutter Island, it's obviously going to be set on an island. However, going back to my magazine front cover, it's very unique, and which is why I know that develops the codes and conventions of a thriller / drama. You can see that my character is looking at something, but you can't see what he's looking at. He's got the angle. It's a close-up shot, which is what you use frequently throughout those different magazines, and because a close-up, showing the character's face and stuff like that, and showing their emotion. But going back to my image. My character is looking up at something. It looks like he's looking up at the day by day, title, which could hint at something if you look at it ambiguously, meaning he's living day by day. He's struggling to live day by day. You start asking yourself different questions, and because of what he's looking at, you analyze the image more thoroughly. Rather than if for example, if my image had like a variety of different characters and like violence at the same time, you'd look at the image passively because it's already telling you the story. Whilst my image, it's ambiguous, because if you look closely, you can see that he's got red eyes, which represent his drug abuse, like it represent his addiction. So only if you look at this image actively and analyze it, or pick out piece by piece, you can clearly see how much of a ambiguous and how it's developing the codes and conventions of a drama / thriller magazine. Right. And challenge. What challenges a thriller? What my film poster does, which challenges like the codes and conventions of a drama / thriller, is the background. Throughout my research, right, I have not seen any drama / thrillers have. Well, so far, I haven't seen any drama / thriller film posters have, writing as the background. Usually, like I said, the image tells the story, but the background makes it more believable, and, it pieces the puzzle together. So, you got the red eyes, you got the image of him looking up, looking depressed. If you read what's at the back, like neglect, suicide, stuff like that, you can clearly, piece together that that's his thoughts going through this trailer. That's what he's thinking. And like I said, it's a very ambiguous poster because it doesn't tell you instantly what's happening. What it does is it's making you think, and it's making you interested and engaged in the film poster. So the background plays a key part in telling the story. So if it was empty, it would have been a bit dull, which is why I added the text and I did my research. But yeah, looking for other backgrounds. What tells what informs the reader is, the viewer, or person who's looking at the film poster mainly. The image tells you the story, tells you what's going on, tells you what it's about, or hints. Let's say that's a good word to use. Whereas mine, like I said, the background, it challenges those conventions because it's like you have to piece a puzzle to figure out what's going on, rather than instantly telling you right. For example, like my magazine, my film poster would have a guy smoking weed, and then like in the background faded in, there's like the villain and the antagonist, and then you've got like a gun and stuff like that. So that would instantly tell what's going on within the film, or what's going on, like what type of film it is and what they could expect. Whereas here you can't really expect anything except like what the character's going through, which is what I find very unique and very challenging against the codes and conventions of a magazine. The reason I do this is because I want my magazine to look unique and not generic and original and compared, to other magazines. I don't want someone to go, oh yeah, this magazine looks like that. I want it to go, oh yeah, this magazine is day by day, and it's very, very rare you see something like this as a film poster. Another thing that challenges it, clearly, in my opinion, is the colour scheme. The colour scheme is not dark. It doesn't have your reds, your dark blues, or like your brownie to represent, violence, action, explosion, stuff like that. My magazine front cover, all it has is just a plain, like this tinted cream at the back, and then you've got like white lettering, and then you've got that white theme, then you also got a bit of grey. The thing that's highlighted is, the only thing that's dark is like the clothing of the character. The rest, like I said, I felt like the colour scheme would be too generic, which is why I went against. And from the feedback, people completely and utterly agree that this magazine front cover is a drama/thriller. More on the drama side, because I haven't showed him, I haven't provided the poster with more images. I haven't shown them what's going on, which is why the poster is very, challenging the codes and conventions of an actual thriller/drama poster. So yeah, and that concludes my let's just say a little voiceover. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you understand that, and yeah, thank you for listening.